So as pretty much the entire internet knows, Snow White did not do so good at the box office, and it didn't do so good in ratings like these from IMDb, 1.6. I think that's the lowest I've ever seen on a movie of this caliber. You could probably search the website. There's probably 1.5s, maybe even a 0 here or there. But for a movie that took, I think, around $270 million to make, and Disney producing it, that's gotta be a first. I think they even got the little description wrong. A princess joins forces with 7 dwarves to liberate her kingdom from her cruel stepmother, the evil queen. But I thought, and don't quote me because I'm not seeing this thing, they were bandits in the movie, not dwarves. I guess they were dwarves, but they were called bandits. It's so confusing.
Tell for ages it weren't going to be very.
Russell Brand pitched in. Let's see what he's got to say. And by the way, you know this is bad when like everybody's covering it who doesn't usually cover this kind of thing. Like Russell Brand. I haven't watched him in a while, like consistently, but he's pretty political. He doesn't do entertainment stuff normally.
I know what it's like to have a movie come out and expect that that movie's going to do really, really well. And then that movie doesn't do well. All right. So firstly, Snow White come out and you could tell for ages it weren't going to be very good. All they want to do with like Dumbo or the new Pinocchio is make money. When you watch them, they're shit, aren't they? They're all are. The original Snow White, which is sometimes a little bit boring, isn't it? At least they are dealing with profound archetypal concepts such as the dark mother will poison innocence if the dark mother ain't controlled, the dark female energy. The 7 incomplete men, I'm talking about archetypes here, this ain't like political correctness stuff. The 7 incomplete men will try through interfacing with the feminine to actualize, but they need the forces of nature. That's what.
Okay, Russell's getting pretty deep there, but yeah, we get the drift. It doesn't exactly have that wholehearted classic feel anymore. Pretty much everybody is reposting the score from IMDb. There's another one. They just keep going and going. This person zoomed in a little bit on the 1.6. I'll give him a heart. Disney's Snow White drops to record low rating on IMDb with just 1.6 out of 10 out of 155,000 user ratings. That is pretty pitiful, man. Look, once in a while, the Rotten Tomatoes score is low out of like 30 people or something, out of like a small sample size. Maybe it's even like 150 or whatnot, but 155K is pretty huge. Everyone who worked on that set probably hates Rachel Zegler, and I doubt she ever gets a gig with Disney or any major studio ever again. She has become box office poison and a massive liability, and I don't think anyone will want to touch her. Well, that's what you'd think. You'd think, well, no one's going to hire her again because look at this disaster. But somehow, the studios, Disney, whoever it is, always gives these people a second chance as if it's all part of some plan to do bad. This is exactly why the Snow White movie was an epic failure. Trump's administration's falling apart. I'm just watching while stuffing popcorn in my mouth dramatically. Okay, think what you will about Trump, but if you're in this caliber of movie and you know like half the freaking country likes Trump, would it be the best idea to say that? How about just saying nothing? If you're actually eating popcorn while that's happening, go for it. But don't say that. And here's her in the movie theater, like acting really ecstatically happy. I don't have popcorn, but if I did, yeah, I'd be dramatically eating some right now. And one more the same, but I'll give it a heart anyway. And this clip's been getting around. It's very nauseating. I'm just going to skip it. Basically, she's saying people hate when I win. I'm awesome. Blah, 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 blah. It's a little bit easier to stomach than Meghan Markle's jam. Or maybe harder to stomach. I don't know. It's a toss up there. Anyway, these go down and down. Obviously, this will be trending, I'm going to say at least another week or so. So let's end it here with this from Febinagra, obviously a fan of Rachel, saying she wasn't actually the problem. Guess we'll never know, but doing abysmal at the box office is a pretty big fucking hint she was the problem because she's the main star. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, things like that. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.